Welcome back to Low Stress Math with Mrs. Bono. We are in Unit 4 Functions, Lesson 10, the y-intercept. Complete the tables below and then graph the solution on the coordinate plane. Label each graph. That means pause the video and do it yourself right now. I'll wait for you. Okay, so let's do the first one. We're going to fill the numbers in to the function rule. So 3, get a red pen here, Bono, times -1 minus 5. 3 times -1 is -3 minus 5 is -8. So -1, -8. 3 times 0 minus 5 is -5. So we're graphing 0, -5. 3 times 1 is 3, minus 5 is -2, and we're graphing 1, -2, and 3 times 2 is 6, minus 5 is 1, and we're graphing 2, 1. So let's come over here and graph a little. -1, oh, I can't graph my first point. Darn it. 0, -5. 1, -2. 2, +1. Oh, okay. There's my line. All right, and I'm going to write the equation on the line. Actually, I'm going to write it just below the line. Y equals 3x minus 5. Okay. Now I'm going to come down here and do the chart for the second one. 3 times -2 is -6, plus 2 is -4. So -2, -4. 3 times -1 is -3, plus 2, -3 plus 2, -1. So -1, -1. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2, and I have 0, 2 to graph, and 3 times 1 plus 2 is 5. So I'm graphing 1, 5. Okay. When I come over here to graph it, I'm actually going to change colors to make it a little easier for you to see it. So the first point, -2, -4, -1, -1, 0, 2, 1, 5, and that's enough points. What I'd like you to do is list anything you see that's similar about these two lines. Oh, I see one thing right away. There's something very similar about these two. Let me just write the equation on the line. Y equals 3x plus 2. And wait a second. 3x plus 2, 3x minus 5. Hey, there's something that they have in common. And what do they look like? Well, to me, those two lines look like they're parallel lines. So one similarity to me is they both have 3. Well, let's write this down first. 1, they look like parallel lines because they have the same slope. So So what else do these two lines have in common? They have the same slope, they're parallel. They both have 3 next to the x. So what is that number? Oh yeah, the coefficient. The coefficient is the same. And I'm just going to put little quotes around my 3 for the coefficient. The coefficient 3 is the same. So that's some things that those two lines have in common. And let's look on the next page. Boom. Y-intercept. Why, oh, why must we learn this? Because it's math, Bono. All right. See where this point intercepts this y-axis. Where that point intersects the y-axis is 0, 1. And we call that the y-intercept because that's where it intercepts the y. So the y-intercept is the y value when x equals 0. So y-intercept is the y value when x equals 0. It is the point where the graph intersects the y-axis. Okay. And you use the letter B for the y-intercept. And I know what you're thinking, why B? It's because when you're looking at a point, the first coordinate is A, and the second coordinate is B. So the B is the y-intercept. It's the y value when x equals 0. All right, so let's take a look at these graphs down here. Y-intercept is always the easiest. You just highlight the y, and then where the y intercepts, put a point and write the coordinates. In this case, it's 0, +3. So the b is 3. So my y-intercept is b equals 3. Well, let's take a look at the next one. Highlight the y-intercept, and where the line intercepts the y, right there, is the point 0, -1. So b is -1. Highlight the y-intercept. Oh, look at it, it's right there at 0, 0. So the b here is 0. All right, now I'm going to go back and I'm going to find the slope. Remember, in order to do slope, you need rise and run. So you find a good point. This is a good point. Make it nice and big so you can see it. And you find the rise, 1, 2, 3. My rise is 3. And run, 1, 2, 3, 4. My run is 4. But look at this. I rose 3 and I turned left. When you run left, it's negative. So my rise over run is going to be 3 over -4. So slope m equals -3/4. All right, let's look at the next one. Here's a good point right here. I didn't let you see it. Right here. So my rise is 1, and my run is 3. So rise 1, run 3. Rise over run, 1 over 3. M equals 1 over 3. For this one, here's my point. Rise, 1, 2, 3. Run, 2. Rise, 3. Run, 2. So slope M equals 3 over 2. All right, there's 2 more problems on the bottom, and I would like you to try those yourself. Pause the video. Okay, welcome back. Here's my y-intercept all the way over here, and that's going to give me the point 0, 160. So my y-intercept is b equals 160. Here I'm rising, and I got to look over here. That's 40, not 2 boxes, but 40. And my run is -1. So my slope M equals 40 over -1, or just -40. Oh, this one's easy. Look, the slope is 0. M equals 0. But I do have a y-intercept here at 0, 2. And the b is 2, so y-intercept b equals 2. Okay, not a bad day. Enjoy yourselves. Bye.